Niall Horan, Zayn Malik, Liam Payne, Harry Styles, and Louis Tomlinson had never met prior to their appearances on the British talent show The X Factor. All 5 appeared on the 2010 season in the boys category. None of them qualified within that original category. However, one of the judges, Nicole Scherzinger, made the suggestion that the boys join forces to form a group and enter the groups category of the show. With mentoring by Simon Cowell, the group would end up beating out the majority of the competition to place 3rd overall that season. They would go on to be the first of the season to break into the charts in the US and UK. Join us to learn more about the international music sensation One Direction.
Niall and Harry, can we give ourselves an air high five for being movie stars?
Bang!
Get it! Yes, you did it. I laughed, I cried, I loved it.
Like a roller coaster.
It was a roller coaster.
Did you have fun?
Like Ronan Keating.
So much fun.
Life's a roller coaster.
Life is a roller
It was
coaster.
so
Ronan
much
Keating.
fun. What was the first reaction when they said, guys, you're going to do a movie?
I think the first reaction for us was just, I don't know, it's quite a scary thing making a movie, and we like when you hear the word movie, you suddenly think acting, and we were like, we're not going to be acting though, are we? We want to do it this way. So it's kind of the conversation of getting to grips with how we were going to make the movie and what we were going to try and get across in the movie, and I think that in the end we achieved that.
We were excited by it. Well, obviously, we were like, can we do that? Will people watch? And then we were kind of like, okay, right, let's do this. You know, let's make a documentary so people can see what goes on behind the scenes, and people that haven't made it to the concert can see the concert. Pretty much.
The scariest bit for me is that
It's the
when
prospect
we
of
were
bringing it.
is when we got told that when we got like the DVD for the final cut, because everything we'd watched before wasn't completely finished, so it was kind of like if you saw something in there you didn't like, you could change it, you could move stuff around. Whereas the final bit, it was like, this is it, it's finished. This is the one that's going to go out. If people like it, they like it. If they don't like it, you're fired. So we were like, oh, great.
Just got to go with it. And you're so funny.
Oh, thank you.
We're really funny.
Are we?
We are, aren't we? The laughs we have.
Between me and
we
you,
have some laughs.
Pranks, laughs.
And one moment that made me really laugh was when you were actually considering chucking Zayn out the band for not turning up in a coffee shop.
Wasn't it? It was a very important meeting, all of you know.
Oh yeah. That was literally our first day as a band. We were all waiting for ages to meet up, and then because we were so clueless, we just said
We didn't really know how a band
we
worked.
thought we were hard, so we were just kind of like,
So we were
so
like,
should we not bring him or not?
yeah, let's kick him out.
That was early on, and that was when the boys first decided to get together and go and meet each other. And I think something was going on at home or whatever, and like I couldn't make it to the.
Yeah, I
boys,
think
so-
for us in our mind, it was the first time we'd ever got the chance to sit down and talk together. But unfortunately, Zayn couldn't make it. So for us, it was like, how's this going to work now? I mean, is he going to turn up? Is he going to be there? Who knows?
Nuh-uh.
You don't show up late to work. No.
No.
A few days later, up turns the Zaynmeister, and me and you had a good chat around the campfire, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. It was,
Did you chat in riffs?
So imagine every actor in this world is just retired. They've gone. And the only actors left are you guys. So
it's going to be pretty.
Yeah, it's going to be
shady
a
few
poor
movies.
Hollywood. It's
Wow.
going to be a poor Hollywood.
God help Hollywood, first of all. That happens.
which one, D-boy, would you cast in these following roles? James Bond.
Ah,
Who would
nice.
make the
Okay.
best James Bond?
Yeah, these are good questions.
Peno would be unbelievable at being James Bond.
I think Niall would make quite a funny James Bond. Sure, I'm James Bond, like.
The best James Bond though.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Liam would be unbelievable at it.
Best Borat?
Louis.
Harry.
No way. Louis.
Man never bought that.
Nah, Louis.
No, you
did
could
good
go,
for it.
because you wear them tongs and stuff. That weird tongue that you had on once.
Hang on.
You don't wear them all the time,
That's
but that
not
one
wash.
time.
Superman.
Peno too.
I know.
Liam can be Superman.
And best 40-year-old virgin?
Harry would play that good, I think.
Niall.
You, bro.
Me!
It'd be so funny if you could do it.
Stifler
Yeah.
in American Pie?
Me, all day long. I know, Louis would be good at that.
Yeah, Louis would be
Yeah,
good.
Louis would be.
Niall.
Niall, yeah.
Straight up
Secret Niall.
Yeah,
The secret.
Niall.
Secret Stifler
Yeah.
is Niall. That's what they call him. That's what they call him. Is he in that room? Have I got it wrong? Is he in the room?
Yeah, he's in the room.
Niall!
I'll take Stifler. He's an absolute legend.
Secret Stifler!
He objectifies
He's
women
Jim.
now, is what he is.
He's Jim in American Pie. What? Yeah, you are. Yeah.
And if you could
Remember the time you had the tape stuck to your hand?
Okay, if you could cast a film wife to star alongside you.
Kate Beckinsale.
Film wife, Kate Beckinsale. Fight you for it.
You can't steal mine.
Bro, just because
She's
you...
my screen wife. You need to get another one.
No, I'm having Kate Beckinsale.
You're not living in an
Right,
Amish
you can have her as a screen wife. I'll have her as a wife.
Nicely done there.
I'd have to cast that bird from Little Mix. What's her name?
Yeah.
Perry Edwards, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Should get on. You should get involved with that, maybe.
Rats.
I've always
I'm going
liked
Angelina Jolie.
I've always liked Natalie Portman.
If you had to set up your sister with one of the band, and you would trust
None
them,
of them.
None
None
of
of
them.
them. None
Nah,
of them.
that's not happening.
Yeah. None of us. Yeah.
Yeah,
is there like sister no-go area?
you don't do that.
It's like an unwritten rule.
It's
Okay.
a no-go area.
You have a sister, I don't.
If I had to set up my sister
Yeah.
with any of the boys in the band,
Truth's coming out now.
no way.
That's what they said. They were like, no,
Chance. No
There's
way.
the truth.
absolutely not happening. Right.
I've been on the road. I see what happens. Scary out there.
So, you guys say you can't dance, but I just don't believe you.
Okay.
Yeah, but have you seen the Best Song Ever video?
You do the rowing move. And we've
And we invent these moves ourselves. We're
These are fully
we're very good
choreographed.
choreograph.
Well, we've come up with some new moves that potentially you may be able to incorporate. So,
Okay.
so I'm going to do them, and you're going to maybe say yay or nay for the next video, okay?
Ace.
Just so you know, normally they do have references to our band's mothers.
Yeah, they're all
The dance moves.
references to our band's moms.
Have we said that before?
Don't know, but there's an exclusive
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
In what sense?
And it's in a very sexual way.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay, right.
The oblivious mum with the trolley
Angry typer. Bike into work.
Biker. No.
You know,
with a pram.
the lawnmower.
Oh.
That wasn't very good.
I don't know. I mean, you could be.
Big hands. Is it a big handle lawnmower?
I think it might be. It might be one of those top of the range ones.
Okay, sits on.
But lawnmowers go like this. Looks like you're on a roller coaster.
I don't know what kind of patterns you're trying to put in your grass.
Yeah,
they
but
aren't
I
very
always try and
nice.
put straight lines in it myself.
Okay, fine.
Okay, go on, next one.
Okay.
The pizza. The whiteboard cleaner.
Pizza. Dough. Bread.
You're a DJ.
The dishwasher.
Yes!
You were doing something.
We don't get much chance to pick up any guesses, do we?
Yes, well done, guys. Okay.
Good one, that.
Did you like the whiteboard cleaner? That was good.
Third one. Okay,
Whiteboard
okay.
cleaner.
Okay, last one.
We're gonna get this one.
The cucumber chopper.
Yes! Harry!
Is it actually
yes,
cucumber
you're
as
good
well?
Well, vegetable, cucumber, you know,
you
tomato.
Jesus, it
Okay,
needs a
do you have
name.
any? Do you have any?
I used to do one with my friend at school called the stretchy ball. It was like this, right? You got
Like
this
this.
ball, and you're stretching it out.
Yeah.
And then
Remember when I first met you? You used to do that all the time, Harry.
Hang on.
You used to take it down.
Yes, I love that. Amazing. Well, thank you so
The five young men had never met prior to their appearance on British TV show The X Factor. Having auditioned in the boys category, they were told in spite of their talent individually, they were not interesting enough to finish. Still, in the boot camp phase of the show, the judges did not want to send them home. Instead, Simon Cowell, Nicole Scherzinger, and Lewis Walsh came up with the idea of combining their talents into a group. So, One Direction was born at Wembley Arena in London, England, on July 23, 2010. The group then had 2 weeks to get to know each other and to work together on their music. The name One Direction was created by Styles, as he thought it would sound good when they announced it on the show.
We're going to tell you guys right now, we got a funky mojo, a funky vibe going on today, man.
Okay. Is that because your glasses have won?
Well, that's part of it. Like, everything that has happened since we left the radio station earlier this afternoon has gone to crap. We seriously almost died on the way over here in a car accident.
Oh, okay. Well, what happened? Not so fun.
What happened?
We almost got rear-ended because we slammed on our brakes. Should we be talking to them about that?
You said rear-ended. You're rear-ended.
Jesus.
You got his attention. Then
If you come out with one more
It's a true story.
vulgar remark,
got
I'm going to
one
have to
more.
leave.
Sorry.
Someone will cut it, probably.
Yeah.
Well, you should be used to this. women have a hard time controlling themselves around you, no?
No, they're usually very polite.
Yeah? Oh.
Liar.
Have you been getting good Southern hospitality while you're here?
Yeah, we love it down here.
Yeah?
Yeah?
The weather especially.
Yeah.
It's a bit cooler here than it was when we were in like Dallas and Houston, but it was really warm there. That was too much.
Are you enjoying the trip in the States so far? What's the difference, like the major difference between your fans here and the fans in England? Although you've probably been asked that question, I promise we weren't going to ask cliche questions.
know.
They wear less coats because it's colder.
They wear.
Yeah.
The women, honestly, they hotter here than they are in England.
No, there's an even spread.
Come on.
No, there
There
is.
is.
There is an even
There
split.
is.
You think English women are as hot as American
You
women?
don't think English women are as hot as American?
Not even close, bro.
What's wrong with you?
Standing up
you
for
haven't
America.
been to.
I'm not
you
even
haven't been
from
to
England, and I
Tamworth,
think.
Say where?
You haven't been to Tamworth.
What's Tamworth?
Clearly not.
Where's
What does that mean?
That is the place where the babes are.
Is that where what?
Yeah.
Okay. I know where I'm heading over.
somebody's getting red?
We're going to.
Have you? I take it you've been there.
I've been to Tamworth, yeah.
Do you agree with this statement?
I passed through it.
Many a time.
We're gonna. Well, somebody Google what
I've
that
been to
means, so
Essex.
we're in on the joke.
Please.
Tamworth.
I've been to Essex.
All right. So we know where to find the hot women. I know probably a lot of directioners want to know what are your biggest turn-offs, so they know not what to do.
On a girl, a turn off for me is spitting.
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 I like the way you say that.
Spitting. Yeah, but he's from like the posh end of the country, so he has his INGs.
Spitting, as in just like, or like while she's speaking, spitting.
Bit both.
Spitting.
Period.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Have you-
Spitting period.
You were told about this twice already. This is
What?
not good.
What?
I don't know what's
Making
going
weird
on there.
remarks.
Oh,
Have you ever seen actually a girl from England, because they don't do that here, actually go just spit?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
They're in
Yeah.
Tamworth.
In the same place?
Oh, that doesn't happen in Tamworth. There's none of that. None of
They're
that
much
goes on.
classier
No, no.
birds there.
What is the biggest turn off for you when it comes to women, besides spitting?
Someone that's too in your face. Like, hey, look how hot I am.
you want somebody to play a little hard to get?
No, someone that's like, kinda.
Kinda.
But someone that's like, plays it cool and
Plays-
doesn't act like, look at me, I'm hot. This kind of thing.
Be honest with me, okay? Guy to guy here. Pretend Kristen's not here for a second.
It's a bit hard, to be honest.
I know, right? I see the eyes you're making at her. I see what's going on over here.
sorry.
I got you. Before you guys were One Direction,
Yep.
did you have a tough time with women? Honest now.
I was all right.
You were doing fine.
I had girls at
honest.
school who were my friends. I had,
You're trying to be humble. You were doing just
I
fine.
was doing okay.
Doing just fine.
And how about you?
Yeah, just fine.
Okay. But then, now you're One Direction. I mean, bring me into your world.
Well, I would hope that any women that I meet across the path would like me for me. And
Oh, God.
You know,
Come
not
on.
for-
Is that what they're teaching you in media training? Come on now.
Never been media trained once.
they're doing it well. aren't they?
They're doing it excellently.
He's not a piece of
Somebody's paying them.
All right, well, if you could switch bodies with another member of One Direction, which one of the guys would you switch with?
I think I'd swap with Harry.
You would swap with Harry?
Yeah.
How come?
Because I've got a really fast metabolism. And I can't seem to put on any weight.
Oh, really?
Right? I could eat.
So I'm
I
fat,
could eat
so you
your
want my
dinner, your dinner. No, but he's got this metabolism that he can pick what weight he wants to be. Like a boxer.
I am a boxer.
Are you?
But you great. You wouldn't box Snow for rope. I'll fight.
Have you guys ever, anybody
Glock.
on
Still
the bus ever gotten into a fight with each other?
We
We all- we
squabble.
always- we have-
but it's so
Yeah.
funny. It's like
It's hilarious. Like
comedy.
proper scraps. Like
Comedy.
play scraps.
Yeah.
Has it ever gotten like out of hand where you guys are
No,
playing
no,
with each
no,
other
no.
and then somebody gets really pissed?
Because that happens with guys and girls all the time.
No, the worst one was I accidentally hit Liam in the face with a shoe, but
With
it
a
didn't
shoe?
go much further than that.
Liam's got like this deadly headlock.
And
that
the
he
thing,
does.
yeah, and the thing is, if Liam like gets hurt, he doesn't really get really angry. He just goes.
So he's the safe one to fight
Like,
with.
I remember
'cause he's
last
not
time
gonna
I stood on his
No, he's dangerous.
his broken toe, and he went, "Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah," and then that was it. And he was like, "It was fine."
He's got the, like, our tour manager always has to tell him to calm down on the headlock.
Yeah.
Because he probably hurt someone, win someone, or get their.
Once you're in
airplane.
that thing, there's no getting out. None. We got a bunch of questions here because we knew that you guys have done a million of these, and we promised we weren't going to ask you
Okay.
the same questions you've heard a million
Any
times.
questions we've heard before?
All right, you just go ahead and say, no, I've
We'll
heard
just
that.
say, okay.
And we'll go to the next one.
Good.
Because these are
I
all
like
from
that.
supposed to be like your most hardcore fans.
Okay, I like that.
And these are ones that they haven't heard you answer yet. What's the weirdest thing a fan has thrown you on stage during a concert?
Right. I had one last night, or not last night, the night before in Houston, where See, the crowd think that we can see them just because they can see us.
Right.
But we can't see as far as, like, when the spotlights come, we can only see as far as the spotlights are.
Yeah.
So I'm standing on the side of the stage, and this iPhone with sellotaped and their house key stuck to it comes flying at me, right? And I see it at literally the last second, and I slap it down. Otherwise, it was going to break my collarbone.
Serious?
And
So she threw the phone with the key on it.
Yeah, and there was a rude note attached.
there was a rude note attached to it.
Rude?
As you can guess, my
Rude?
phone and her...
We'll tell you when we're off air.
Okay.
Okay. So not necessarily rude.
Rude as in
Sexual.
Graphic.
Yes,
Sexual.
graphic.
Sexual. Gotcha.
We'll say
There
graphic.
you go.
Graphic. I got you.
Graphic.
Yeah, I
Also-
got hit in the face with a tampon on stage once.
Is that right? Seriously?
Yeah.
I don't even want to ask the follow-up question to that, so I won't.
There is no follow-up
The
question.
question
He just-
following
Yes,
up
there is.
is,
There is, but
was
I'm
it
not
you?
gonna-
There's not.
The question was no, it was still in the packet.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my God, I didn't want to ask
What kind of
it,
sick
but
people would do that?
I don't.
Only in your brain.
I don't know.
Innuendos for the
I've
last
already
20 minutes.
established
She's
my
from
pattern of
Tamworth.
behavior.
She's definitely
She's
from
born
Tamworth.
in Tamworth.
Do you know what else? This girl had a really clever idea. She threw one walkie-talkie on the stage,
Oh, yeah.
and she was talking through it.
That
And
is
Harry just picked it up
clever.
and was like, "Hello," and then this girl
And she was
like,
going, hi.
Super smart. It's a
That
good
is
idea.
smart.
Super smart.
Walkie-talkies, way forward.
Yeah. Super
but don't throw them because they hurt.
Okay.
Slide.
What else we got?
Slide them.
Somebody wants to know if you were a teenage girl, which one of the band members would you have a crush on?
That is a good
Which
question.
one?
That one.
Which
Never
one would
heard
you
that
like
one.
the best? So imagine you're at your own show,
Okay.
but you're not you, but you're seeing everybody on stage. Who would you go for?
I think if I was a girl, I'd probably have a crush on Zayn.
On Zayn.
Yeah. Why is
I
that?
think he's just pretty, isn't he?
Pretty boy, isn't it?
Just look at him. His cheekbones.
His cheekbones. Got a good jawline.
Yeah. Oh. All right.
This is getting
You
graphic.
guys got a little mojo going.
I think she likes Zayn.
Yeah. I think.
I said cheekbones.
No, I think she likes me, but
She brought out the.
Do you guys ever fight over women? Honestly.
no.
Never.
we've actually been. We've all got similar but very different types. Like they're similar in some ways, but we've got very different types.
Do you do like the girl? Sometimes girls will call a guy if they're in a bar or something. Like, okay, that guy's cute, he's mine. Is it like the rule
Like
is
dibs.
Yeah, dibs.
Dibs.
No,
yeah.
we don't really do that, to be honest.
No.
Okay.
No. We feel like that objectifies women, and that's not really what we're about.
Look at
That
that.
media training is awesome.
I have no idea.
You
We've
are very
never been media
respectful of
really,
women.
really good.
I have no idea. Of course, always.
Always.
Yeah.
So your mother's taught you well.
Very
Yeah,
well.
she has.
See,
I
that's
have
not
a
the
good- I
media
have a
training.
great
That's
mother.
called a good mother right
We
there.
were raised,
Yeah.
not dragged.
Love you, mum. Oh.
Ah, there
What
we
was
go.
going on over here?
We're gonna, get our
I
own,
don't
we're
know.
gonna start our own rumor over here in the States.
What's the one rumor that you guys have heard on tour that you just absolutely want to dispel?
I've been dead. I've been arrested.
We died in a car crash on the way to our second music video shoot, but that video was shot, so we didn't die.
You can confirm that you did not die.
No.
On
We
the way to that
confirm.
video shoot.
I literally touched him. He's still
Okay.
here. He's alive.
And she's touching him quite.
Quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
We gotta-
think there is something about.
Seems to be. It's turned
It's
into a
magnetic
stroke.
attraction.
do you
It's
want
more
to
of a stroke now.
do you want to go ahead and dispel the rumor about
of a-
you and Kristen before it even starts?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't think I can.
No?
It's
It's
a
true.
it's
We're
a
gonna-
vicious circle now.
It's not a vicious circle. It's nice.
Get rid of it now.
We're
She's a nice
confirming
woman,
it.
Harry.
We're confirming it right now.
Yeah.
Look at that headset. Look how she wears that.
Look at that.
headset.
She looks like an air hostess or something.
I look like what?
An air hostess.
An air hostess. I'm an air hostess.
Flight attendant.
oh, the
flight
flight
attendant,
attendant.
right?
Oh man.
Sounds so
I
much
was
more
thinking
glamorous
that
when you
was-
say air
no
hostess.
offense
just-
to flight
just-
attendants or anything,
Just keep it as air hostess. It sounds a bit
but air
more.
hostess. I like that. All right.
All right, your people are telling me that we got to wrap it up. We could do this for days
No.
and
We
days.
could.
You want to hang
You
out
having
still?
fun?
All right, we'll hang out as long. They say they want to hang out. I'm ready
Harry,
to wrap.
Harry can leave if you want. I'm staying.
You're
I like
staying.
this.
All right, see you in a bit.
You gonna take off? Well, let's talk. I don't know. What do you want? I just feel like veering off script. That's no fun.
Right. Okay.
Go ahead and take the ones you want.
How come Louis and Harry can drive, but Zayn, Liam, and Niall can't? Well, I started all my lessons, then we went on tour, so I can't drive. Well, I can drive.
You can, but you
I
can't?
haven't done my test yet.
Let me tell you, you
So
will
not
never
legally.
feel you will never feel more free than when you drive
He
by
drives.
yourself for the first time.
First thing I did was drop my, because someone brought the car to me and then I had to drop them back off at the pub.
No, oh, really?
So I did, yeah.
Did you go into the
That's
pub
my-
for a drink?
No.
No, because you don't
Because
drink and drive.
he was driving.
Absolutely.
Again, responsible
What's-
and
and then-
respectful.
What's the
And then I
drinking
think-
age where you guys are from?
18.
18.
That's what sickens me about this country.
It's what? It's 18.
18.
Yeah.
You can't drink in this country.
It cracks me up. I'm an Irishman
Yeah.
in America, and the drinking age is 21.
Yeah.
Can't happen.
That must be. Do you drink back home?
He's not a big
On
drinker.
occasion.
On the occasions.
You're the
If I-
big drinker.
I like
If I got to
I
have
like
fun,
a pint.
I have fun.
You like a pint.
Yeah.
You have a preference of what type of pint?
No, I don't like to endorse beers.
Oh.
Do you think generally though, because I hear that people come over from England or Ireland, they say that American beer is kind of wussy.
Yeah.
It's kind of weak, right?
Well, you don't have pint glasses over here. You just have glasses.
Yeah, but you've got them Steins.
Yeah.
They cannot happen in Ireland because that's too dangerous.
Yeah.
Why?
Imagine getting a slap of one of them in the head.
Oh, I didn't think about the bar fights.
So it's true. Like
And we don't have dartboards in our pubs.
really.
Just about had pool tables. They got brought in a few years ago.
I'm learning so much.
They play with like soft balls.
Yeah.
So it does. That's the one thing about this country that really drives you crazy is you can't drink here.
Everything else is so good. The weather's good. The women are hot. The food's good. People
We
are
don't
cool.
need drink to have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just
You know?
happy people.
What is it that you love about this country, and what would you change? And
I
then we'll
think
let you go.
the weather's amazing, and the people are really nice.
Everyone's
Seem to
really
be
fun,
very polite.
really happy all the time.
And thing I would change, everywhere's so far apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very open.
know what I mean?
Like if you go into Middle America, it's just like desert land. We were in Phoenix and it was just like
For
heading
days.
towards LA and it was just like
Yeah.
desert.
And before coming here, like when I used to drive home, it's about 3.5 hours. I'd stop off about 2 times to get a drink, go for a wee.
Yeah.
And now, I'm doing that baby straight.
When I
straight
lived in California, I drive from San Diego to San Francisco. It'd take me 13 hours in the same state. Now, if you're in Europe, you're
joke.
passing through like 4 or 5 different countries, right?
You could go to one end of the country
and go half back down.
and halfway back down in 13 hours.
Is that right?
Yeah, it
In
takes you
England.
like 8 hours to get from the
From like
highest point
Plymouth
to the
to
bottom point.
Newcastle and back down.
If you go all the way up to the top of Scotland
Yeah.
as well.
Could you
can
even
go
do
up
that
and
now that
down.
you're so popular? There's no way you could do that, could you?
What, drive?
You get
no,
blacked out
but I'm
windows. in the
saying,
sky.
wouldn't you get you would get mobbed? No.
If we went together, yeah. There's ways of disguise.
Oh.
You can drive.
Well,
Up
yeah,
a
you
You're
can
gonna
drive, yeah.
have to stop.
Was that surreal for you guys the first time you had to put a disguise on to go out of the house?
I've actually never done it because then you're a celebrity.
And you don't consider
I'd
yourself
actually-
a celebrity?
No.
No.
Come on,
Oh,
guys.
please.
Because then you've got an ego.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
You put disguise on.
You guys are staying grounded.
Seriously.
Next tour, you guys are going to probably be huge.
We're from town.
Right,
But
we
you're
won't
very
be
cool
doing
right
an
now.
interview
You know
with
what?
you
You're
next
very
time.
cool right now.
You'll see us walking in. We'll be wearing one lens.
One lens of the
glasses.
sunglasses.
One lens.
All right, you guys got to go there.
One Direction began working on their debut album in January of 2011. They flew to Los Angeles to work with producer Red One. February saw One Direction and 9 other contestants participating in a tour called the X Factor Live Tour. The group performed for around 500,000 fans throughout the UK. The tour finished up in April, and One Direction got back to work on their album. The group recorded in the United States, Sweden, and UK. Producers like Carl Falk, Savan Koticha, Steve Mack, and Rami Yacoub were among some of those that worked on the debut album with the new group. One Direction released their debut single, What Makes You Beautiful. It debuted at number 1 on the UK singles charts and was the most pre-ordered Sony Music Entertainment single in history. 2 later singles, Gotta Be You and One Thing, peaked in the top 10 of the UK singles charts. In November of 2011, One Direction signed a contract with Columbia Records in North America. In February of 2012, What Makes You Beautiful was released in the United States, where it debuted at number 28 on the Billboard Hot 100. This was the first time since 1998 that a British act debuted so high. The song peaked at number 4 and has sold over 3 million units in the US.
Gentlemen, Harry, Niall, Zayn, Louis, Liam, One Direction, all on one sofa.
Charlie.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Not bad at all. Is there anything you'd like to say? Sometimes it's nice, you're getting a lot of publicity at the moment and you're getting asked all the questions. Anything you want to tell the world?
I'll tell you what, Kellogg's should do Cocoa Pops and Frosties together in one cereal package.
I'm
sure there's loads of things I've got to say now, but I can't think of any.
I was hoping for something that was a bit
I've got
less...
something to say. We have a movie coming.
Some people might think that the last thing you want, when you've got all the publicity you already have and the attention, is cameras kind of behind the scenes as well. What was that like?
To be honest with you, being on X Factor and that, we were kind of used to having cameras following us around at every moment. So it was kind of a normal thing for us and kind of took us back to the start a little bit.
The hardest thing about the travel is missing home and missing family, but we become literally like brothers now.
He goes away for so long, I never know where he is in the world.
One of the things that we do see is we see your family. We see your mums and dads, and it's really touching, not least because they're very honest, and they say there's something, I can't remember whose mum or dad said it, is a little bit sad. It's almost like they kind of lost you for a period of time because you're away so much.
I think it might have been my dad who said that.
Yeah?
The old man, bless him. No, it was for me. That was like it was a bit difficult to watch because obviously I don't really hear like any like he's always so happy when I see him like and happy to have me home and stuff. To actually see what he's like when I'm not there was a bit mad.
Yeah, and is it tough on all your families? I mean, there's a great side to all this because you're doing fantastically.
It's lovely. Thank you for what you've done for us. I'm so proud of you.
Well, get off the phone then before I start crying.
It is tough, I think, for him just to say goodbye because, you know, a lot of families anticipate that once you get to 18, you go to university and you know, mothers know that that's the day, you know, that. Whereas for us, it kind of just happened out of the blue and our mums just had to wave goodbye to us on the X Factor. So I think it was a lot for them to take in at first, but, you know, obviously they all just love it, don't they?
That's my favourite hair on Liam. I miss my son so much. Sorry.
Whose parents worry the most?
I'm going to say my mother is the biggest
Really?
worry in the world.
Yeah,
She just non-stop cries 24/7. So.
Really?
I don't think in the last 3 years I've seen Karen Payne without tears.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, because every time Liam gets a new tattoo, you know, it's not good.
Well, she came to the tattoo parlour with me today.
And that was the real, that was the
real moment for me. And my dad said to me, he was like, she can't say anything now, so I can get as many tattoos as I want.
I know they love me, even they don't know me.
I love you, One Direction!
Can I talk to you about the fans? Because you are very gracious in the film about your fans, that how much you owe to them, because they were with you right at the beginning, followed you through. They are a remarkable breed, your fans, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're so dedicated and literally, I mean, you can see the time that they're putting into Twitter and sometimes you see when people leave a tweet and how many times they've posted that tweet and it's like some crazy number, they've just been sat there all night. And for us it's a bit mad, but that's the main thing about this film is just to show that, you know, our fans are the people who put us where we are.
When you come somewhere completely new, it's really exciting.
You'll be aware that there was a documentary film made about fans, which showed some who really take it to great lengths. And there's a side to being a big fan of any individual artist or a band, which borders on the obsessive. Do you ever worry about how much?
I think people, especially at you know this age, like they're all kind of the same kind of age as us, and I think you know when you're at that age, you're passionate about everything. You remember like your first girlfriend at school when you're like 13, you convince yourself that you love her. And
life is a little bit more serious in a way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Everything's a bit more of a big deal.
Yeah.
And I think looking in, not everyone can understand it, but to, you know, that girl or that boy, it might be the most important thing in the world, and just because, you know, we don't understand it doesn't mean you can say it's crazy. So.
Yeah, I don't think it should be something that's taken as a negative, you know. I think passion's good in any form.
Can I ask you, people are always fascinated, and you'll know this, about the Simon Cowell factor, if I can call it that. Quite what the role is.
We're allowed to talk about him.
They're looking to the people over there. But just give us a sense, because some people think he's like this sort of figure behind, like the puppet master. He's sort of controlling you from behind. And well, so how does it work, really? I mean, how often do you talk? What's the relationship like?
You know, he's still obviously heavily involved, and you know, once there's an important decision to be made, like in regards to, you know, the music, for example, we would then speak to Simon and you know, kind of come to an agreement together.
A lot of conference calls.
Yeah,
they're always awkward conference calls as well, because there's always someone who can't hear.
Yeah, there's always that. Yeah.
But I'm intrigued
He's a
because
very clever man.
Yeah, because you're all strong characters in yourselves. Do you ever clash? Are there ever clashes? You know, in terms of management and the band and.
I think in any group of people there are always clashes, but to be honest with you, surprisingly enough, we don't clash as much as before I entered the band I thought we would have, sort of thing. I think
no way.
Not at all. Like, nowhere near. It's so strange actually, because we didn't know each other 3 years ago, and now we just kind of get on and we have a good time 24/7. So hey.
Like choreographed dance routines.
Okay, on the top. We're normal people doing this abnormal job.
They're a bit tight.
We're at a stage now where, you know, we know what people like, we know what people don't like, and if we like it, we get on with it, and if we don't like it, You just get on with it.
I can't help but think.
Basically, just get on with it.
I can't help but think, looking at the way you are, and obviously naturally are really good mates now. That must be a real help.
Well, that's
as if to prove it.
Left out here, guys.
But that must be a real help when the publicity gets too much, or when there's one day when you don't want the cameras in your face. It must help to have, 4 other guys who are going through the same thing.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, because 99% of the time, if you can't be bothered to do it, nobody can there. So it makes you feel a little bit better.
Because I would imagine any 19 or 20-year-old, the thought of being scrutinised the way you are now would be a nightmare.
Yeah, no, I think it's hard, but we're all kind of going for the same thing together, and there's that many good things happening in our lives. I mean, sometimes you just don't really pay attention to it.
You have to weigh up the pros and cons, and it becomes a no-brainer.
It's funny. That's a very good answer.
Tell you what, congratulations on that answer. That's fantastic.
It's a good answer. I interviewed Rod Stewart a little while ago, and one of the things he said.
But who's dropping names?
Sorry, I'm name dropping, and I think you've met him, haven't you, Harry?
I have.
And one of the things he said to me, we talked about the sort of publicity he had when he was younger, and the life he led, and the stuff he got up to. And one of the things he said was, do you know what? I really wouldn't want to be a young star today, with the scrutiny that comes with it all.
Wow, that's interesting.
Do you know the thing is that, not that we do, because we don't, but I think if you were up to no good,
started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared. She said, "You're moving with him?"
Moving with the
Auntie and uncle in Bel Air.
In Bel Air, I think that's what it was.
No, Belfast.
What are you saying? Sorry, bro.
I reckon it would have been a lot easier to do back then, because now, if someone saw you somewhere and you
camera
did something that you shouldn't be, then someone would know by like in a week's time. Whereas now, straight on the old social media.
Yeah, like imagine you could go from now back then.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
They had a
God,
great
I could
time.
get away with anything.
I hate to interrupt, fellas, but your people are telling us it's over.
We'd stay all day. If it was up to us, we'd stay all day.
Thank you so much.
In such a short period of time, One Direction has built quite a business empire. Nick Gatfield, chairman and CEO of Sony Music Entertainment UK, has stated that from a combination of music, merchandise, and tour revenue, One Direction's business is worth over $50 million US. In June of 2012, Gatfield also stated that he expects One Direction to be in control of a $100 million business empire in 2013. One Direction has been attributed with the reinvigoration of the boy band concept. They have also formed part of a brand new British invasion in the US. One Direction has sold over 8 million singles, 3 million albums, and 1 million DVDs as of August 2012. The group performed their song What Makes You Beautiful at the closing ceremony for the 2012 Summer Olympic Games that had been held in London. They have received numerous awards, including a Brit Award and 3 MTV Video Music Awards.
Hello, Liam Payne.
Hello.
Hello, Zayn Malik.
Hello.
Hello, Harry Styles.
Hi, Nick Grimshaw.
How are you all?
Very well.
Nice to see you all.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Good.
But I didn't go to the premiere last night, and I didn't go to a party last night, so I feel refreshed and revived.
Good.
How do you all feel?
I feel like I need to do this.
For the benefit of radio, Liam is putting his head on the table with his
With a hood up.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
going into today.
reasonably well rested, actually. I went to bed quite early.
Yeah,
Okay, you party
I
animal.
feel quite tired, if I'm honest.
Are you?
Yeah.
Would you want to wrap this up?
Yeah.
Lovely to talk to you. See
You
you next
too.
year.
Thank
see you in a while.
Thank you.
See you later.
Cheers, guys.
I'm off to the Greg James show.
Okay, see you later. How was it last night? Because I seen it nothing but it. I mean, it was in like the papers constantly. It was on like it was on the news this morning. I like that it's news that you had a film now.
Yeah, it's crazy, mate. Because honestly, like when we first got there and saw how many people had like waited and camped out for us and stuff, like for one, we couldn't believe we're at our own premiere. For two, how many people turned up was just crazy and couldn't have gone better, to be honest.
There was people like camping out. Would there be anyone now?
We paid them to do that.
We thought
it was
that.
a marketing plea.
Yeah.
So we paid them to camp
It's a
out.
great
So
idea.
that it was in the news.
Yeah, great idea. If you look closely, there
Don't
are
believe
also
the
like
hype.
35-year-old extras.
Yeah, exactly. You've seen him in like the Churchill advert. And
Yeah, they're all posing as fans. We sent Ian actually from the Radio and Breakfast Show to Leicester Square to try and break in yesterday, and there was like people camping out like overnight and all that. Is there anyone that you would have done that for, or anyone that you, when you were a bit younger, is there anyone that you'd have that obsessive level of love for? That's a no.
There's
then
definitely
from everyone.
people that I would have wanted to. I don't know if I would have been allowed.
I so want to have been allowed.
I don't know if I've got the commitment for that.
Never.
Imagine that I'm going to London.
Although I do
to
like
Camp
camping.
House,
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I read on Twitter as well last night that there was a woman waiting inside the cinema in a bridesmaid dress. waiting
Yes,
to marry
I
you.
saw that woman. And I
Not
was so
bridesmaid
confused.
dress, a bride's dress.
I
Bride's
thought
dress.
she just got married, and
I'm
that was
here
like
to
a
stand
thing.
while you marry someone else.
Did you see that?
Yeah. I saw her walk past, and I just wondered whether she just got married, was waiting for said proposal, or was off to
She
Vegas.
was waiting for any one of you who was around.
You
She had
were
no-
waiting for Morgan.
She had no preference. Yeah, or Spurlock. She'll
Spurlock,
take
yeah.
Spurlock or a Winston.
Yeah.
She'll take anything.
Anyone will take a
Cameraman,
Winston.
sound
Look at
guy,
them teeth.
whatever.
I heard she was after you.
Really?
Yeah.
She's still there then. Wrong tree. Does someone teach you what to do? Because I saw when you get out on that premiere, and I always think that when I go, I always feel a little bit weird and don't really know what to
Yeah.
do. Does someone teach you what to do when you turn up to a premiere?
Do you know what it was for me? I had slightly bigger shoes on than I'd usually have, and when I got out the car, there was a second where I nearly fell over, and then when we went upstairs on the stage, there was another second where I nearly fell over. I had a couple of close escapes yesterday.
Yeah, they never tell you what to do. Like the
blag
Viana
it.
door just opens and you feel yourself like trying to sort your jacket out and
Uh-huh.
stuff because you look like a bit of an idiot getting out.
I watched some interviews today to prep for this interview for now, and some of the hard-hitting questions. I saw Zayn, you got asked a lot about like the album.
Mhm.
Liam, I saw you got asked about the film. Harry, yours was like hard-hitting, like, how'd you do your hair? What's like your
How do you do
it's
your
tough.
head? Very erect today.
It's very erect today, isn't it?
Yes.
It's massive. Just I imagine that the same way you do. Just put some stuff in it, shake it, and then hey presto.
See what happens.
And hey presto, erect.
It's erect. And then you're done for the day. And get on with your day. What's like the worst question do you think that you do get asked at something like that?
I think
Because if you say it now, you can declare it, and then
If you
people-
could have any superpower.
yeah, superpower. Or,
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to happen, is it?
Yeah.
Well,
I doubt
we
it.
can but hope.
Well, yeah.
But you might not get the superpower that you.
You wish. You might just get something else.
And then you're just a bit like, I don't want that one.
I don't want super strength. I want it to be
Didn't want that
invisible.
one, thanks. Didn't want one, thanks. Simon Cowell was there as well last night, and he
was.
was saying that
He
he
was.
feels like a father to you. Do you ever feel that Simon Cowell is your father?
I will be.
That's a
We
good
used to
question.
call him Uncle Simon on the show.
Uncle Si.
yeah.
Uncle
yeah,
Si,
Uncle
mate.
Si.
Uncle Si.
Yeah.
Now he's. Anyway, moving
Father
on.
Five. Father Five. Si. I wanted to speak to you about doing this movie because it seemed like the cameras were there everywhere. I went and watched it yesterday, and they were there for everything. But was there a moment you were like, actually, you can't put that in. You can't do.
Do you know what? I was thinking the other
It was
day.
like in the bed.
There was
It
a
like
moment
everywhere.
when we were at the Brits actually, where we got the award and we went to the toilet, and I just turned round and I was at the urinal, just a camera behind me, and I was just wondering, is this going to be my life from now on? Just cameras just everywhere. It was really strange,
That
but
could
that
have
was
been nice with a voiceover, like, and Liam has popped for a wee. during the visuals. It's all go in the movie. Had you seen it before yesterday? Had you seen like edits of it or like
Yeah,
little
we'd
bits of
seen
it?
we'd seen the final cut like twice.
Yeah.
maybe, but we'd seen like 8 of the cuts, I think.
See, I had a different tactic for this. I didn't go to the final cuts because I thought I'd leave some surprises for
Yes.
the cinema. But the problem was we had to leave early to get to the party, and the bits that I hadn't seen, I still haven't seen. So I haven't seen
don't
the
know
full
what happened
film.
at the end?
Mate, I don't know what happened.
Oh
My
my
mum
God.
come home to me and mentioned something to me yesterday. I was like, I don't remember that being in the film. What's
Yeah.
happened there?
Zayn dies
I'm
at
having
the end
words.
of the film. It's really dramatic.
That's what I heard as well.
It's horrible. It's like, have you
like
seen
Man on a Ledge
Titanic?
2.
It's Zayn and Harry. He's on a door and he drowns. It's horrible.
I've seen it all 9 times, and it was very well researched on the film.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. What's your favourite bit?
My favourite bit is I like the end credits.
You like the end credits?
Yeah, I do.
Only you
Oh,
would
thanks,
say
Morgan
that.
Spurlock. I
No,
like
I
the
mean-
end credits.
No, I mean like. Good job. Like
Great
the
job.
little outtake bits
Yes.
are good.
If
There was outtakes.
I left when the
Ice.
credits were on because I had things to do. So when the credits were on, I thought I'd leave then. You got all your families in it. That was my favourite bit, like seeing.
Yeah.
This sounds dark, but like seeing your family's like a little bit sad and like emotional. I quite like.
Is that what you like? Is it? See my family sad?
Yeah, I'm a sadist. But no, I quite like that because that was like really real for me. Was there much convincing getting your families in, or did they ask to be in it?
I think they kind of pretend that they're a bit embarrassed about being in it, but really they
wanna
love
be in
it, and it's like all over their Facebook and stuff. You know, like I'm in the film, when really to us they're like, oh, I don't want to be in that.
Where's hair and makeup? Like, I really don't.
I don't want to be in that. I've
Is
been
it time for
having
my
acting
close-up?
lessons. How did I do? How did I do?
Did anyone do that? Like anyone in your family or anyone actually in the band, like act a little bit different because they knew the cameras were on? Because I've had people that I know, like friends, who I think are really funny, and I get them in to do a radio feature, and then when they get on radio, They like, talk all like this. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, they
that's
go
not
to the
what you
toilet
like.
and come out in like a tuxedo. Like,
Yeah. Hi.
I noticed that, like, depending on who we were talking to in the film, our own accents changed a little bit.
Yeah.
That was a bit strange.
Really?
Yeah.
I know what you mean, bro.
Like when I was
Yeah.
talking to my mum, like on the phone, my accent went loads more Yorkshire.
Yeah, went a bit more
Yorkshire.
A bit more Bradford.
Right, a bit more Bradford.
Yeah, a bit more Bradford. Like
I
that.
saw that you in the movie. You said you brought your mother a house.
I did, yeah.
How long do you think I'd have to know you until you bought me a house?
Well, my mum did give birth to me.
That is true.
And I did buy a house after 18
You owed
years.
her rent for the womb.
So, yeah, you might have to do a few things, like,
Okay,
and I might have to know you for 18 years.
Okay, that's all right. How
Let
many
him
years
stay
in
in your house for 9 months and then
Yeah.
have the house.
Move
Yeah.
into my flat.
Yeah.
It's very womb-like.
That will be the like advertisement when you sell it.
Yeah.
It'll be like, it's a womb-like flat.
It's a womb.
It's got some very nice wombs.
Womb, yeah. One bed womb. And the family, your families were there watching it. Were you worried about the families like seeing the real you, because you do act a little bit different, or I do act a little bit different in front of my mum and dad? Was it weird having them at the premiere, watching it with you, and seeing what you are actually like when you're at
I don't think
work?
my mum actually saw the film. She was just crying the whole time. As per, she told me actually she was wearing the 3D glasses, and in the end they got fogged up, so she couldn't see what was going on.
She lied to me then, because I always say that that I've never met her without her crying. And she came up to me at the party yesterday and she was like, I didn't cry!
Oi,
I
and
know
the
I was
one-
crying on screen, but I didn't cry, I did it for you.
Mate, you know what the funniest thing was as well? My mum loves to keep a souvenir, right? She's a proper hoarder with stuff like that.
I saw with
and
the
she
Liam
tried to keep the
cutout.
3D glasses, but the woman took her off her, and she was so annoyed, bless her. Trying to rob my mum's setting a bad example, trying to rob 3D glasses. So
Yeah, you can get them out though, I reckon. You give
Yeah,
in, you
yeah.
take
she just
cheap
not very.
stuff.
She's just not. She's too much of an honest criminal.
They
That's what
drop
it
them
is.
in the bag. and
Yeah,
think
drop
you've
them in.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did go and see a film for work once and watch it and was like, it's such a terrible version, and like watched like half an hour of it, and then my friend was like, it's because you've got your sunglasses on and 3D glasses are on your head. I was like, oh. What's it like when you get home then from something like a premiere or a world tour where you've been faced with that for months or like, you know, weeks and weeks on end? What's like when you step into your house and it's just like you in your house?
Sometimes I find it's a bit quiet. I have to put loud music on and jump around a bit,
But,
and get high.
Yeah, you need to kind of wean off. Like, you know when Take That finished that circus tour?
No.
Apparently, Gary Barlow.
Oh yeah, I remember it well, yeah.
Gary Barlow went to Vegas
Uh-huh.
to like wean himself out of the crazy.
Wow.
Because the tour was so crazy. Because he used to like ride out on an elephant or something.
So his tour was that insane that he had to
He
go.
needed to like take it down a
Vegas.
notch by going to Vegas.
By going to Vegas. Just to
Charity Buzz and One Direction worked together in April of 2012 to raise money for the Great Ormond Street Hospital Children's Charity. Proceeds from the sale of VIP tickets to meet the band in North America went directly to the charity. One Direction also helped the California Earthquake Authority in April of 2012 by holding bidding auctions to meet the band members. One Direction has already had a huge impact on a global scale. The group has shied away from the stereotypical idea of a boy band concept. As the members have said, they are just being themselves. One Direction has received numerous awards and recognition for their impact in the music industry, in addition to being credited with leading another British invasion into the United States. It's amazing to think that a quirk of fate threw these boys in their lives together. Even more amazing is all they have accomplished in such a short time. With their utilization of social media such as Twitter, fans feel more of a personal connection with the group, and it shows in their ever-increasing number of followers. As One Direction continues to grow as a group and as individuals, it will be interesting to see how the group and their music changes, and just how much more of an impact they will be able to make.
Hi guys, nice to meet you. Can you slide down and make room for? That's good. There you go. Come on in. Snug in there if you can.
You mind if I sit on your lap?
No, you're not. You're not sitting on my lap. But there you go. That's very nice. You're.
I'll kiss you on the mouth. Ready?
Wait a minute, hold it. Hey, hey. Now wait a minute. Oh, God.
One of them.
He told me he was going to
heavens. What a slut. Okay, now let's do... What do you think? And by the way, I don't know if anybody told you this, but when you're finished here tonight, you get the giant couch.
Well, good job. It's really comfy, actually.
I'm glad you like it.
Isn't it?
Now listen, help me out here. Harry Styles, you, right? Nice to see you, Harry.
Nice to see you.
Louis Tomlinson, hi.
Yes, sir.
Zane, is that you?
That's
right.
me.
Liam.
It's like a school register.
And Niall. Now,
I love how we get a clap. Nice clap.
I know that you guys did not start as a group. You wanted to be individual performers in the world of music. Came together as a group after, what's that guy's name? The sweaters?
Simon Cowell.
Yeah, Simon Cowell. Yeah. And he actually said go and come back as a group, and you listened to what he said, and look what happened. Oh my goodness. Now, does he get a piece of what's going on here?
Yeah, he runs our record label.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be darned. So that's how that works. And how long have you been a group?
It's coming up to 3 years now. About 2.5, I think.
Yeah, 2.5.
Now, are you troubled with internal friction?
Internal friction?
Bit forward?
You know, I'm not... Oh, my God. Well, but what about all of those kids out there? That happens everywhere you go, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, since we came out here, you know, we didn't really expect anyone to really know who we were or anything. And then we came out here and, you know, the support's been amazing since we got over here. So.
But this happened like a year ago when you were at Radio City Music Hall, right? You were opening for another, what was the act you were opening for?
Big Time Rush, yeah.
And so after the show, what happened? You leave one of the great theaters of the world, you leave that theater and what happens?
Yeah, we left, and as our car was pulling away down the street, very slowly in the New York traffic, people just started running behind the car, so it was just crazy, absolutely mental.
Yeah, and people hiding in dumpsters and stuff looking for you?
Yeah, that
was in Sweden, when we were recording the album, there was a girl who'd gone to the extent of sleeping in a bin.
and so now the security must be incredible. You must have like your own militia. I'm right about that, right? I mean,
we have our own gang. Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
You have your own guns. Whoa.
Gang.
Oh,
gang.
Oh.
Gang without guns.
Oh, gang.
Yes.
Gang.
Friendly gang. Gang without guns. Friendly. Nice people.
Organisation, if you will.
Are you on tour right now?
We're not right now. No, we start in February.
And where will you go?
We're starting in the UK, and then we come to America. And then,
how many dates in the United States?
I think, I'm not sure.
Good question.
We're doing, in total, we're doing about 101 dates, I think.
Oh my God! Yes. And you're always out. You don't go home. You're always out. Once you're out, you're out.
We're out. Yeah, we're away for about 8 months.
Okay, I want to ask you guys to just sit right there and wait till your parents show up.
Okay. That'll be a while.
Yes, sir.
That'll be a while.
Look at you guys on the giant couch. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's a great pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you.
Nice to meet everybody. What part of Great Britain are you from?
We're all from kind of north, and then Niall's from Ireland.
From Ireland?
Yeah.
And when you say kind of north, what is that?
Well, I'm from Cheshire. These two boys are from Yorkshire. Liam's from the Midlands in Wolverhampton, and then Niall's from Mullingar.
Well, nice to have you here. This is Harry Styles, Louis Tomlinson, Zayn Malik, Liam Payne, and Niall Horan. And later...